Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. Was the Queen, why was the Queen and the palace, why were they so cold to Meghan's miscarriage? I mean, did they even know? Why did the palace refuse to comment on Meghan's miscarriage? Did they not care? Did they not know? Were they just trying to stay out of the drama? Let's just see what we get. Why did the palace refuse to comment? Full stop. Wow. What is behind their refusal to comment? 8 hearts water into wine is a great lying card. You know, deception, saying what is the whole, 8s are everything. The whole thing may be a deception. Well, I did see her as having a miscarriage. Okay, and a miscarriage can occur any time up until 20 weeks, which is 6 months. Now, if the baby is in the belly for 6 months, that's a really long time. That's a lot of investment of time and effort and burden. Okay, but if it's like 2 weeks or less than a month, then I think that happens fairly frequently, and often nobody even knows that she's pregnant, even including her. She doesn't even know she's pregnant until she starts missing her period, until her period is three weeks late or something, and then it's 7 weeks. Okay, so there would be no investment at that point. So let's see. But I do see Harry and Meghan trying to have another child. It's very foolish for Harry. It's very good for Meghan. But everything Meghan does is good for her. Angel. So why did they refuse to comment? Baby is the foundation. The whole world. Full stop. Nothing. No comment. 12 and 11, 23. Family. Opportunity to deceive about the child and the family. Opportunity to deceive about the child and the family, or to turn the narrative around about the child. They just think the palace views it as a PR stunt. Okay, this is Meghan taking this opportunity to turn the narrative around, because there's all kinds of nonsense about Archie, and that's why. Earthquake, worst possible ending, cutting the family relationship, the long-term family relationship. So the relationships are terrible, and they're really soured because all Meghan and Harry do are criticize the royal family. 19, 26, 7 diamonds, and they want to keep them outside the royal family. So the royal family perceives this as kind of a stunt, an opportunity to try to turn the narrative around. That's what they're doing. Being said that Harry leaned heavily on Charles and William for support during this difficult time. So, you know, even though the miscarriage was real, it could have just flown completely under the radar. You know, it could have been Meghan just had a late period, or, okay, I also see them working with a doctor. Okay, so that would have been a much bigger deal. But of course they realize there's risk because there's a doctor involved, and it's not going to be easy, or they wouldn't need a doctor to intervene. And Meghan is much older. She's had some abortions. She's never wanted a child. So was Harry leaning on William? Let's look at this. Are they in contact? Was he leaning on William? Because I see them having a terrible relationship. And, of course, Meghan wants to keep him away from his family. So Harry and William, you know, were they talking about this? Harry, blocked. William. That ad's blocked. Was Harry leaning on William? Well, Harry is blocked. blocked everything, cornucopia, everything, good intentions, everything, 9 and 5, 14, 4 diamonds. He's not talking to William right now. He's not talking to William right now. William, cross, permanent family, woman, and player. Okay. Woman, the woman who's a player is a burden to him. Okay. The woman who is an actress is a problem for him. 19, 20, 30, 8 diamonds. The whole situation, yeah. His situation with Meghan is not good. But Cross is also, he's just waiting for Harry to call him. Harry's not calling him. He's waiting for Harry to call him. He doesn't like the situation. Very solid royal family taking this journey together, but blocked. The long journey, permanent, very good permanence cards. 7 clubs and 10 diamonds are the most permanent cards. So William is waiting for Harry to call him. This is just news, okay? Harry's leaning on William. Harry's not calling William. He's not interacting with William. Harry is the one not interacting with William. All right, so it's been said that Meghan and Harry paid $40,000 to $60,000 to publish this New York Times op-ed. Okay, now, if people are interested in this, in what Meghan is saying, then it generates revenue. It makes papers sell. So she wouldn't need to pay. So I don't know. Did Meghan pay to have this published in the New York Times? Or, did they welcome her? I would think they might welcome her. Did they pay for this? Because it's being reported that they paid for it. Yes. That's a very bad sign if they have to pay. All right, did they pay for it? Secretly, bad relationship, the close relationship is no longer a business relationship for the communications secretly. So underneath, yeah, they had to pay 10, 22, 31, 38, 10 diamonds, money, inheritance. Let's see. Yes, the woman, yeah, pregnant woman, yes, the pregnant woman who lost the baby. 21, 25. Yeah, so the key is the pregnant woman who lost the baby. I think she did pay. So that's very bad. It's very bad if Meghan had to pay to get her stuff in the paper, because then she's not a big draw. She's not a desirable contributor. She's not a big draw. She has to pay to get her message out. So that's interesting. Did Meghan stop Harry from commenting on the BBC Diana inquiry? Okay, with Earl Spencer. Earl Spencer has said something. I see the palace not wanting to be involved. I see, William is just kind of throwing his chip in, but because he's a son. Did Meghan stop Harry from doing this? Because I would think Harry would be the most vocal one. Meghan would join in, like, yeah, Harry would be leading this charge, standing shoulder to shoulder with Earl Spencer, and that would be good for Harry. So did Meghan stop Harry from commenting on the BBC inquiry? Did Meghan stop Harry? Executioner cutting this direction. So 8 and 13, 21, 6 hearts. Roses, cutting this direction. So did she stop him? Well, we have an executioner. An executioner cuts the head off. So did she stop him? What do we have underneath? Olive tree, crossroads, decisions about messages and what they're building, a big change in the official, from the business side. They feel like this is not helping their message. I don't understand. So did she stop him? So we have no female cards. We have an executioner. Big change for the palace. I don't know. About the sticks. Yes, no, yes, no. Did Meghan stop Harry from commenting on this? Okay, yes. Meghan clearly stopped Harry. That's interesting. Okay, so Meghan clearly stopped Harry. Meghan did stop Harry. Okay, so they want to move away from the Diana's death narrative. That's what this is saying. Meghan is saying that it's kind of an official decision to move away from this narrative carping about Diana's death all the time. It's not paying off. She wants to probably be more political and sexist, the women's issues and political. Yeah. So, and that is not contributing. Yeah, that's what she's convincing him, That's what she's convincing him, that this is not part of their core message. It's not part of Meghan's core message. That's true. Okay, but this is Harry's life, and he should comment on it. And that's what people expect. And that's what people love about Harry. Harry's just such a genuine guy. And here he is not being genuine because Meghan is stopping him. Okay, and so everything that we love about Harry, that he's just so genuine. He's just Harry. He's this royal guy, but he loves to party, and he's so much fun, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. But all of that has been stripped away by Meghan, and she's not even letting him comment, on his mother's death. So that's a terrible sign. He either needs to escape, or she just has so much control over him that Harry's just done. So let's review here. Why did the palace refuse to comment? And it's, the Queen's cold reaction. Well, they feel that this is a publicity stunt. And it's kind of vengeful. The relationships are so bad. The relationship between Meghan and Harry and the palace are so bad that they are just completely not supporting Meghan and Harry anymore. They're just cutting them off. And the March deadline's coming up very, very fast, and they just gave away Frogmore. This is going to get crazier and crazier. It's going to get really crazy. Was Harry leaning on William for support, as said? No, Harry's not calling William. William is a rock, and he's waiting, but he doesn't. He's going to stick with the royal family. The royal family is very upset about Harry and Meghan, but he's, we have cross and 10 diamonds. They're just waiting for Harry to come back, to come to his senses. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And they feel like there's nothing they can do. Did they pay to have this published? Yeah, they did, because they're just not that popular, which is quite disturbing. So they had to pay for this. They had to pay to get the love here, They had to pay for this. That's interesting. They could have announced, okay, Meghan and Harry could have announced that they could have leaked this any number of ways, that they had a miscarriage. And then all the papers would have ran with it, and then they could have pretended to be victims and then came out and made a statement. And all of that would have been free. But instead, Meghan really wanted to control the narrative and then get back up on her soapbox and talk about all kinds of random things that didn't really relate to her, to the miscarriage, which is why it's a public relations ploy, because she used it as a soapbox and she really wasn't being honest. Okay, what do we love about Harry? Harry's just honest, genuine guy. What do we have a problem with Meghan is she's so calculated. She's so calculated, and she feels she has to control everything. And that's what's wrong with this announcement of the miscarriage, It was so calculated and so controlled, and that's what people are objecting to. Did Meghan stop Harry from commenting on the BBC Diana thing, which this is his mother? Okay, yes. Yes. She stopped him. Crazy. Really, really a dire situation. He needs to just get on a plane and get out of there because he's not able to be Harry even. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe, and comment.